What excites me most is the potential of taking a real material like porcelain and doing things you can't do in any other way. And it opens up opportunities which are far more exciting for new ways of working for artists and designers.
I mean, I think so many people are seeing 3D printed stuff for the first time, but now even people who thought they knew a little bit about 3D printing are seeing things that they've never seen before for the first time. I had no idea that you could, extrude clay through a fused deposition printer, or use a powder-based printer to print ceramics like this,
or create this thing with supports inside that made something possible that wouldn't have been possible otherwise.
Ceramics is a real material, and you can print things like these pyramids in a way that you just couldn't do any other way. So, hence 3D printed ceramics in porcelain.
I have a great interest in new technology, and I discovered 3D printing about 15-20 years ago and haven't actually used it. It was in my periphery vision, so to speak. And I started using it about 10 years ago to create models in a very traditional way for making a new shape for ceramics. And through that process, I discovered what Stephen is doing at the university, and I just fell in love with it. Not for the process itself. I fell in love with what it could become. And the excitement is the process of discovering what it could be, what doors it could open for designers and creative artists.
Was icing sugar teeth printed on there in icing sugar?
It looks kind of like a Mickey face.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've done this sort of thing for an extended period. It's interesting to meet people from different disciplines. We're working with Peter Ting, we're working with other artists. I find that the artistic collaboration sort of helps to enhance the speed that we can progress the technologies. My role is developing the ceramic materials and working with the 3D printers to move the whole process on.
Has it just done it again?
The thing with 3D printers, the one thing you can guarantee that it will break down at some time, so you just have to keep on fixing it to keep the job going. I think I'm generally a very calm sort of person.
It is a new material, and I have to stress that. It looks like ceramics, but it is a new material, and how we use this new material is the exciting part of the journey.
Primarily water, and forms in layers the 3D printed object.
Tonight we had a meeting with a bunch of guys from various museums. I was amazed at the interest they were showing. It was a really fun time.
Sharing information is always fun. I think information in this digital age is of utmost importance. You discover something. Whoever walks around, they take a photograph at Central Park looking at the fall colours in the trees. They would just tweet it, send it to friends. That's sharing information. What we're doing is no different. And I think it's important for us also to say that this is a great technology, and like all technologies, you could put it to positive use, you could put it to negative use. We're just discovering what this technology can do.
It's really rare to be in a museum where you're encouraged to actually touch things, and I think that touching these objects is a huge part of the experience and feeling how different it is from other technologies when you make these kinds of objects.
It's one thing to read about it and see it on the website, but to have it handed around and to meet the people who are involved in the process. I think one of the most amazing things was that the three people here who've collaborated have met for the first time in person here. So I think it's great that you can do so much creative work across the continents and then meet in person and share that with a group of people who are learning about the process.
We have a very good example of why they tend to be low level, because our machine's just broken down.
Frankly, I was floored by like the relationship between the ancient Egyptian techniques and what these guys are doing now. The research that went into traditional clay and pottery making and ceramic techniques, and how they're applying that to basically hacking contemporary 3D printers to make things that even the 3D printers didn't know they could make. It's really, really cool to see.
Yeah, I think the most exciting part for me is seeing what is going to come out of this, maybe. So a few months from now, how these technologies are being applied, if anyone is picking this up in New York, and sort of what it grows into.